Hey guys, what's going on? This is Andrew here today, and I know we are really late for making this video, but I'm going to be showing off some of the games that I got for Christmas this year. So the reason why this is such a late video and I'm doing it this late is because, well, I was very busy during the holiday season. I was finishing off college, and then I also work at GameStop, so since almost all of my coworkers got COVID, me and a very short amount of other people, a small amount of other people I should say, had to basically cover the store ourselves, and it was just very busy. So any downtime I had, I pretty much just relaxed because, man, I am still exhausted to this point, and I'm actually working at a different location than I was before, but now I'm hopefully able to make some videos, able to squeeze some in since I have some downtime, since it's less crazy. It's still kind of crazy right now, but it's not as crazy as it was for me before, so hopefully I'll keep having this downtime where I can keep making my videos, because as always, I have fun making them. So yeah, we're going to be showing some of the games I got for Christmas this year. Before I get into that, I'm just going to basically talk shortly about some stuff that I got other than that. So I actually got the Archer GX60 router. It has some really nice internet speeds for me, so I'm very happy to have it now, because when I was using my family router, it wasn't too good, and now my router I have now is able to do some pretty good streaming speeds, download speeds, and on top of that, I actually got Google Stadia working on it, and it runs almost flawlessly on there, so really, really cool to see that happening. I'm going to definitely be testing it more and running it through some stress tests with some other stuff. I definitely want to see what it's capable of. So on top of that, also ended up getting a Dreamcast Bluetooth controller adapter by Wingman. I believe they also make a PS2 adapter. I am looking to get that one eventually, because at this point I just hate wired controllers. I know when it comes to collecting, most people want to use the original controller to play, but I'm honestly sick of them. I'd rather just use my Xbox One S controller on my other consoles, and to be honest, using that One S controller on my Dreamcast feels miles better than using a Dreamcast controller. So very happy to have that, and I'm trying to think of what else I got. Oh yeah, I also ended up buying myself a webcam not long after Christmas. I pretty much saw that it was on sale for $100 versus the $200 it was. It was the Razer Kiyo Pro, and it was $100 instead of $200, and then with my discount, I bought it for about $80. So now I have another webcam. For the past year, I was using IV Cam to get 60 FPS camera on my computer, because I was using a Logitech camera that was only at 30 FPS. I hated how it looked, so I wanted to record at 60 FPS, and basically was just using my phone to do it with IV Cam. So was doing that for a while, got really annoyed that I kept having to keep setting up my phone, and it was just a pain the way I had it set up. So I decided to finally get myself a webcam, and I decided on the Razer webcam. It's not the best in the world, but honestly, for the price I got it for and what it's doing, it's perfectly fine. I don't need a perfect webcam. I'm really just showing off some of the stuff that I got. So now that I rambled about that for like 3 minutes, let's jump into actually some of the games I got. I am very happy with the hardware I got. Pretty sure I got some more stuff as well, but honestly, I can't remember what else I got at the top of my head other than what I'm using. So yeah, let's get right into the games. I didn't get a crazy amount of games this year, but I still got some pretty decent quality games, in my opinion. So the first one that I got was The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. So not sure if I mentioned in the past, I was never a huge Zelda fan way back then. I played Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and I think I played one of the DS games as well, if I remember correctly. The Ocarina of Time game I played was on 3DS, so didn't really get into the series back then. I never grew up on it, so it wasn't really something that I got myself into up until recently, when I played Breath of the Wild when the Switch first came out. So that was my first entry into the franchise. I heard a lot of people like Skyward Sword, so I decided to get the HD remake that they made on the Switch, since I missed out playing it the first time. So very excited to get further into this game, because from what I've played so far, I am actually liking a lot. It definitely is a style of a game that I would definitely be into. I'm really just past the first part of the game at the moment and haven't had a lot of time to sit down and play it, but I'm starting to like the Zelda games a lot. Maybe I'll go back eventually and play Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time the right way on the N64, but for now, I'm playing this, still have to finish Breath of the Wild, and I have to also jump back on Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Next up, we have Riders Republic on the Xbox Series X/Xbox One. So far, I haven't really gotten a lot of time to jump on this one just yet. I am hoping that I'm going to be having a lot more fun with it than I did when I first tried it. This kind of honestly brings me back to when I played MX Unleashed on the original Xbox, which I still play all the time, by the way, but this brings me back to playing something like that. I kind of like the other game a little bit better, but I feel like if I learn this game a little more and actually try to play it more, I'll probably end up liking it just as much. A while ago, when I first started working GameStop, I think the company at GameStop sent us all beta codes for the game, and I somehow just, that went right over my head and I completely forgot to do it, but it got the game in my head and I decided to pick up the game eventually despite not playing the beta, and well, so far I think it's pretty cool. It's not my favorite game in the world. I don't think I'm going to like it as much as MX Unleashed, but I'm hoping to get more out of it. It definitely is an interesting concept of a game. Alright, so right here I have Halo Infinite on the Xbox Series X/Xbox One. Now, I know this game is a part of Game Pass, and that is why I have it sealed in the case. So, I've been wanting to basically get sealed games for quite a while now. I've been looking to add more to my collection, and as of recently, I actually have been. So, this was one of the ones that I wanted to actually have a sealed copy of. Since I knew it was on Game Pass, I figured I would just have a copy of it sealed in the case, in case sometime, like in the really far future, the game goes up in value for having a sealed copy. I don't know if it's going to stay the same, or if it's going to be any lower, but I do know that it is cool to have a sealed copy of the game, and it definitely will be cool to definitely hold on to this in the future. I don't know how Game Pass will be in the future, or if it's going to still have a game like this on there that far in, but if for some reason this game does get taken off Game Pass and Game Pass ends up to die later down the line, I'll probably end up just getting an open copy, which I doubt will be expensive, because I mean, Halo 5 and the Master Chief Collection go for like literally nothing at this point, so guarantee that I'll be able to find something cheap like that just to keep this sealed in the box. So yeah, I've actually only got one more game here. Like I said, I didn't get a crazy amount of things this Christmas, but the last one I got was Crysis Remastered Trilogy for Xbox One. So, when it comes to Crysis, any of you who are PC gamers out there know that this was the game that basically had some of the best graphics in the late 2000s. Honestly, it was a way ahead of its time game. There were so many PCs that couldn't run it, and yes, eventually they got console ports. The developers, I don't know how they managed to get it working on the 360 and PS3, but they did, and then at some point they remastered the first one, and now they have the full trilogy remastered. So I haven't actually played the game yet. I still have it sealed in the box. Just like a lot of the other games that I haven't had a chance to sit down and play them, but this was one of the games that I got for Christmas, and I believe my girlfriend got me this one. So I am looking forward to playing the Crysis series. I never got a chance to actually play all the way through it. I did start Crysis 1, but never really got the chance to play through it, like I said. I do want to eventually play the Switch ports of it, because I would really love to see how they run on the Switch, just, you know, me watching it rather than watching a tech reviewer do it, because there are times where tech reviewers will say something runs like garbage and I'll play it and I won't mind it, so I definitely want to see how it runs on there. But most importantly, I have this game on Xbox One. I'm going to be playing it on my Series X, and that's probably going to be the best experience I get out of it. So yeah, guys, that is everything that I got for Christmas this year in terms of games, and including the hardware that I mentioned in the beginning. So what's to come next? Well, I got a ton of more games recently, and at this point my collection has pretty much either doubled or tripled. So it, at least for the consoles that I got them for. So the main consoles that increased were Xbox 360 and PS3, but Xbox One and PS4 and Wii U also kind of went up a little bit. I also ended up picking up a box of a ton of PC games recently, and I am also going to be picking up some more stuff from that same person later down the line. So I'll have a lot of stuff I'm going to be showing off soon. I don't know how I'm going to gather it all together in a video, but I hope at some point to be able to cover it and just show you guys everything that I got, because I seriously got a lot. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you on the next one. Reminder, I am doing a Switch giveaway, so if you were going to enter that, the link for that giveaway entry is going to be in my description for that YouTube video, and you can enter in the comment section. Once I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, that's when we will do the giveaway. So, oh yeah, and thank you guys for the 400 subs. I didn't realize how fast my sub count was growing. Honestly, haven't really been paying attention to it that much since I've been busy, but when I saw it hit 400, when I feel like I was only at 350 like a week ago, pretty big milestone. So we're going to get there. I'm very much appreciate everything you guys have been doing. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. I will see you guys all in the next video.